Hi guys, welcome to the Cariad Corner. In this video I'm going to be doing a reading wrap up of everything that I read in May. To kick the video off, we're going to look at Unearthly by Cynthia Hand. Here we have the cover of the book on my iPad. I read this book on Kindle Unlimited, so this is available on Kindle Unlimited in the UK. I'm not sure about the US or other countries, but if you're subscribed to Kindle Unlimited, you should be able to read this. I actually first came across this book on a trip to the works. So because I have Kindle Unlimited, what I will normally do is anything that catches my eye whilst I'm browsing the works, I will search to make sure that that book isn't included as part of my subscription. If it is, normally I will not purchase the book in the works, read it on Kindle Unlimited. If I really like it, I'll then go and buy the paperback from the works as a trophy copy. This book is about a girl called Clara who is part angel. Her mum and her brother are also part angels, and in this world, every angel or part angel has a mission or destiny that they're supposed to fulfill. Now Clara, she keeps having this dream about a boy in a fire, and she from this dream thinks, right, I know what my mission is, I need to help save this boy from this fire. She tells her mum, and because she gets more details about what's happening every time she has a dream, they move to the place that they think that this mission is going to take place. So Clara moves with her family from, I think, California to a remote kind of countryside town in the US, and it focuses around Clara's experience being moved into this new school as a teenager in a place that she's not grown up, her finding more out about herself, both as, you know, a normal teenage girl and as an angel, and also about this mission that she thinks she needs to fulfill. Now I don't want to say too much, but there is a love triangle sort of theme throughout the book, and also kind of found family and friendships, so if that's your thing, I definitely recommend. Overall, I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. So second book we're going to take a look at is Wish I Were Here by Melissa Wiesner. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. Now in this book we meet Catherine, who's our main female character. She is a maths professor and has just been accepted at a prestigious university for a new teaching and research post. She goes a few days before she's due to start her job for kind of like orientation, and they tell her, sorry, there's a problem with your social security number, you don't exist. And she is someone that is very meticulous, very planned. You know, we see her at the beginning of the book getting to the job interview, I think an hour and a half prior, just to make sure she's there on time. So this really throws a spanner in the works, and they're kind of saying, look, if you don't get this all sorted out, we might have to find someone else to take your place. Catherine, being Catherine, lives in an apartment complex that is filled with elderly people, and she loves this because it's nice and quiet. The only, shall we say, downside to the apartment complex is the doorman, who is the total opposite of Catherine. He is very aloof, very sporadic, and just says to her, you know, let's go do this thing last minute, and oh, don't worry about that, we'll sort it whenever, which really kind of gets on Catherine's nerves. But he does pull through and offers to help Catherine solve her whole fiasco with her lack of identity. This book was so cute. I'd definitely recommend it if you're in the mood for a cute, easygoing read. And what's even better is that it's on the 3 for £7.50 deal at the works, so bargain. Quickly, I will just say that I gave the previous book 4 out of 5 stars. Now we're going on to to this book, which is Run, Rose, Run by Dolly Parton and James Patterson. So I got this a while back from the Tesco's. I think it was on their 2 for whatever it was at the time deal, and I saw Dolly Parton and I thought, yes, I have to have this because I'm a big Dolly Parton fan. And this book starts off, if I'm remembering correctly, with our main female character kind of walking down the highway or freeway. I'm not really sure what the difference is. Shall we say walking down a road in America trying to catch lifts, hitchhiking as it would be, which is kind of dodgy, but we don't really know her background, but it kind of alludes to the fact that something bad has happened and she's trying to get as far away from whatever as quickly as possible, and she doesn't have any other means, so this is kind of what she's resorted to. This character's name is Rose, as the title hints at, and Rose finds herself in Nashville, Tennessee. If you know country music, or if you don't know country music, Nashville is the town that you kind of go to if you want to make it big in country music. So with a lot of actors, they'll go to LA looking for their big break. A lot of country singers will go to Nashville looking for their big breaks. Now, early on in the book, Rose manages to sing at one of the bars in Nashville, and it's through this a handsome, mysterious stranger listens to her, and he goes back to his... I think she's his boss, or he writes music with her, but anyway, she's a retired, in inverted commas, semi-retired country music singer, and she was, you know, the biggest thing, I suppose, like Dolly Parton would be to country music. And he tells her, like, look, this girl's amazing, you've got to come listen to her, you know, I think she could be the next big thing. And the story goes from there. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I loved how it had music in it. I kind of really love anything that's got music as part of the plot. Yeah, if you're looking for something that's got a bit of mystery to it, a bit of romance, a bit of music, then I'd really recommend it. And it's written by Dolly Parton, so that's a plus as well. Our next book is The Friendship Fling by Georgia Stone. This book is about a woman called Ava that lives in London, and she works as a barista in a coffee shop, cafe, as a barista would do. She has a kind of rule that she doesn't get into relationships or let herself get attached to any one person. Now, her friend that she has is, I think, going away somewhere, and kind of gets worried that, you know, she's not going to have anyone to hang out with besides her if she, you know, when she does go away. So to kind of stop her friend from worrying about her, she says, oh, you know, don't worry about me. I'm actually going to do stuff with my mate, and he's called Finn. And Finn is a guy that comes into the coffee shop because he works just across the road from it. Finn has a bucket list of things that he wants to do during his time in London, as he knows that he's only kind of on a short-term contract for the job that he's in. So he makes an agreement with Ava whereby they will pretend to be friends, but also she will help him complete his ultimate London bucket list before he leaves. I don't want to say much else in case I give anything away, but I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. It was an enjoyable read. It had some heavier topics which I think were dealt with quite well, and also they didn't lessen the lightheartedness of the book. I mean, obviously those topics aren't lighthearted, but it didn't feel like an overly heavy book. And I really liked the banter that was shared between Ava and Finn, and overall it was a great book. And another bonus is that this is on Kindle Unlimited here in the UK. Our next book is Pieces of the Night by Jennifer Hartmann. This is another book that I read on Kindle Unlimited. This month was very Kindle Unlimited heavy. You know, you've got to make the most of that subscription fee. And this book starts off with our main character, Annalise, who finds herself kidnapped, I suppose is the best way that you would describe it, even though it wasn't an intentional kidnapping. Our main male character, Chase, borrows Annalise's brother's car, and she just so happens to be asleep in the passenger seat, and Chase didn't realise. And Chase is kind of bleeding out from a gunshot wound that he got from the gas station, as you'd call it in the UK, petrol station. One thing I would say with this book is please check trigger warnings before you read it. I didn't check the trigger warnings and it was fine, but there are some heavier topics in this book. Grief, domestic abuse, trying to think what else there is, but I would definitely check trigger warnings before you read. Now, very much in the same way as Rose Run, there is also music in this book, and it's quite integral to the story, like with the other book. So I really enjoyed that aspect of this, and it's kind of about how, you know, Chase accidentally kidnaps Annalise, and that one act kind of changes the course of both their lives forever. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. Our next book is Boarded Hearts by Ruth Stilling. This is another ice hockey romance. So I say another, I'm saying another because of the very popular ice hockey romance that we have at the moment on Amazon, which is The Deal. So this is very much kind of Deal-esque. However, it is based upon older adults, so it's not kind of varsity ice hockey, it's the National Hockey League. So I think both characters are in their 30s. I would say the male main character is maybe around 33, and I think the female character is towards her mid to late 30s. She is a single mother that is in the States, originally from England, so she has the nice accent, and they meet, and I thought it was just really sweet. If you're not into spice, this definitely wouldn't be the book for you. It is quite spice heavy, although I would say most of the spice is in kind of the second half of the book. I don't remember there being any spice in the first half, but if you liked The Deal, off campus, you like sports romances, I think this is going to be right up your street. I really enjoyed it. It was the first Ruth Stilling book I'd ever read, and I gave it, I think, 4 out of 5 stars. Yes, I did. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I just loved how the kind of single mum aspect was dealt with. I'm not a mum myself, so I kind of thought, I'm not really sure if a book about a single mum is really going to be for me, and I nearly didn't read it, but then something in me said, no, just give it a go. And I did, and I was pleasantly surprised. So don't be put off by the single mum trope. I mean, some of you might love the single mum trope, but if you don't worry, because it's not really done in a way where it's the main part of the story, or like, you know, the children aren't constantly there like you might expect, where there's a load of kids in the book constantly, but it's not like that at all. So I would definitely recommend this if you like anything like He Falls First, sports romance, ice hockey. It's giving all of those vibes, and it's just a really good book. And another thing, it's also on Kindle Unlimited, so if you have Kindle Unlimited, I think most of Ruth's books So I'm saying Ruth like I know her. Most of Ruth Stilling's books are on Kindle Unlimited. And now, last but not least, we have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. The Deal is another ice hockey romance. So this book has recently been made into an Amazon TV show which has the same name, and this book is basically the first season of that show. So it's about Hannah, and Hannah is a music major. Sorry, there's just me showing you guys how floppy the book is because I didn't get to do it in my unboxing, and we all know how much we love floppy books here in the UK, but we don't really get them, so here's one. Anyway, Hannah is a music major at university, and she's taking a class, I believe it's philosophy, and she absolutely aces this test, and everyone else kind of doesn't get the assignment, they don't do so well, and there's an ice hockey player that knows he needs to keep his grades up if he wants to stay playing on the team. So he approaches her and he says, do you want to tutor me? I'll pay you. And she's not really interested. So he keeps kind of pestering her, and then he works out that there's a guy that she's interested in. So he kind of suggests that they pretend that the two of them are dating in order to make this guy jealous and also to get his attention. So she then accepts and they start fake dating. There are some heavier themes in this book, so I would definitely check out trigger warnings if you can, and also if you're not into spicy books, again, this probably isn't the book for you. This book is quite spicy, and I think the spice kind of starts almost immediately in the book. Obviously not the first page, but it's very quick to have spice in it. So if you're uncomfortable with spice, I wouldn't read it. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, and again, it's also on Kindle Unlimited. Let me know whether you've read any of these already, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.